Hello, welcome to Story Time. Tonight we have a very special story called Why the Pangolin Has Scales. There's a picture of the pangolin, and here's a lovely picture of the beautiful pangolin. Long ago, Pangolin had a luxurious coat of fur. Not only was his coat beautiful, but it also protected him. For in ancient times, Pangolin was a fearless robber of beehives. Pangolin's rival was Honey Badger. To get to the honey he loved, Honey Badger had to back into the entrance of a beehive and emit a ghastly smell to make the bees drowsy. But this and his thick, tough skin did not prevent him from being stung sometimes. However, Pangolin, with his beautiful protective coat, was unstoppable at robbing the bees of their precious honey. Finally, the bees pleaded with the Creator for some form of protection from the merciless attacks of Pangolin and Honey Badger. As they were both so good at stealing honey, the Creator decided to see who was the most cunning of the two in getting the honey. The winner would get to keep the privilege of eating the honey. Pangolin and Honey Badger set about their task with gusto, as each was intent on winning the honor and their favorite meal for all time. Pangolin was the most skillful. With his long, strong front legs and sharp claws, he quickly opened the hives, and his long tongue lapped up the honey, and he did the least damage to the hive. Honey Badger, on the other hand, made quite a mess, as he ripped the hives apart in his haste to get to the contents. Honey Badger also had help from Honey Guide, a bird who often helped Honey Badger to find the hives for a reward of delicious honey. The competition was very close. As time for the Creator's decision drew near, Honey Badger feared he might lose, and this worried him a great deal. One day he was robbing a particularly large hive and getting stung more than usual when he realized that Pangolin's greatest asset was his thick fur coat. So Honey Badger thought of a scheme to beat Pangolin by unfair means. One night, Honey Badger crept up to his sleeping adversary and poured honey all over him. Pangolin was sleeping so soundly, he did not wake up. And then Honey Badger dripped a trail of honey to a nest of fierce red ants nearby. The ants love nothing more than eating honey. There you can see Badger tricking the pangolin. Pangolin was suddenly awakened by the painful bites of thousands of red ants gathering the honey from his body. Though his fur protected him from the bees, it was no match for the ants, and soon Pangolin was in agony. He was desperate to rid himself of these fiery biters. In his desperation, Pangolin rolled in the embers from a nearby bushfire. This drastic measure defeated the worrisome ants, but in the process, Pangolin burnt off his lovely coat. His pink skin was sore and swollen. When Pangolin had recovered from his ordeal, he could not get near a beehive without getting badly stung. Pangolin had lost all his protection. Reluctantly, the Creator granted the victory and the spoils to Honey Badger, but he scolded him for winning more by deceit than by cunning. The Creator took pity on Pangolin and promised that his protection would grow back. He said that Pangolin would be able to eat ants and termites instead of honey to make up for his loss. And since that day, Honey Badger continues to raid beehives, though sometimes he still gets stung. And Pangolin, on the other hand, grew a special coat of horny overlapping scales. and these scales protect him from the fiercest ants and termites. And Pangolin has even grown to enjoy eating them. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the story.